Hey y'all, today I am heading into the Dollar Tree to check out their latest gardening and spring items. This is a place I like to check out every year for some really great deals on some things that I would probably end up buying other places at a more expensive price. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up, and make sure you drop me a comment down below or share my video. Every time you guys like this, drop a comment or share, it shows YouTube that you want to see more and more of my content. Okay, let's chat more about Dollar Tree. I have been purchasing from them for a couple of years. Last year was the first time I did a video on my Dollar Tree haul regarding gardening supplies, and I was super surprised to see a lot of people really interested in purchasing there and not even realizing that they have a lot of options there. They have a ton of options. They have everything from your basics like seeds and potting soil all the way to lots of inexpensive plastic containers, really great cute fairy garden accessories, all kinds of gardening tools. I mean, just tons and tons of items to look at. And it is something that changes yearly, and so it's kind of a rotating thought, and sometimes their stuff's really good and sometimes it's not that great. It just depends. One thing to also remember is that if you do not have a Dollar Tree near you, you can order from the Dollar Tree online as well. But let's go in and check it out. So their gardening section is typically towards the front, and right off the bat I saw these cute little pots that have different types of seeds in them for $1.25 each. I thought these were just adorable, especially for kiddos or as a gift. Have all the growing instructions on the back ready to go, which I thought was pretty cute. These frogs off to the side were adorable as well. I was immediately drawn over to all of the pruning shears because I can never have too many, and I did really like the bright colors that they have on them this year. I always like them for that small price. These are some floral scissors I love as well. Scanning through things, I saw a lot of stuff I saw last year, and then I spied these little knee rests, and I love to have several of those because I lose them all of the time. When I'm gardening, they blow away a lot, so I thought that those were pretty fantastic as well. They have a wide variety of plastic pots. I always like to check them out. I thought this guy was cool because it has rollers on the bottom, so that would be great for any plants that you need to move around outside or inside. That would work kind of fabulous. They had a few fairy garden things over here, but I ended up seeing some more in an area that was actually directly behind me. So let me scan over and show you guys that. This was a whole fairy garden section. I noticed a lot of them were from the collections they had last year, which are still super cute, but I didn't see a lot of the newer collections that I was looking for. But this is a great place to buy some fairy items, some fairy garden items, because those can be very pricey, especially any of the little buildings and things like that. And going to the Dollar Tree and picking them out or letting a child pick them out is really super fun. I've had several of these for years, and they have held up wonderfully outside in the elements, which I think is pretty fantastic for the price. I did like this cute kind of like green old-fashioned car tractor thing. I thought was super cute. But yeah, and then I also always like all their little figurines and signs and just all these cute little quirky additions for a fairy garden. This is a really great way to inspire yourself to start gardening, is to kind of play around with a fairy garden setup. I think it's always super fun. They do have a wide selection of seeds. They are for $1. I have grown some of their seeds and had very good luck. So have a lot of other people that I've heard from. And so if you are on a budget, I think these are worth a try. Give them a try. See if they do well for you. And if you're just starting out in gardening, this is kind of nice too, because it's not this massive monetary investment. It just allows you to try a whole bunch of different things, see what you like, and then you can go from there picking out other varieties that you might be interested in, and that might be more expensive than what's here at the Dollar Tree. And speaking of seeds, I love these little setups. They're basically flower rockets, and basically it's this little pellet that has like a ton of different types of seeds, and they come up at different times. So you just plant the whole thing in your planter, and then it gives you a wide variety of floral. They had a lot of these disposable pots. I believe it was like 20 of them in each of the containers. And so I was like, that's pretty impressive, especially if you are, trying to get started on seed collection or seed starting, and that this is kind of, a small monetary investment to do that. I did love all these sweet little terracotta pots. I thought they looked fun, easy, inexpensive. You could do a lot of cute gardening projects with these as well. Now, also, not in the gardening section, but over in the crafting section, they do have a wide variety of elements that can be used in the garden. These seashells are great for topping around cacti or in fairy gardens. They have a lot of river rock for inexpensive, which I also think is great for top dressing plants and kind of an interesting look. They have glass stones as well. Here is a bunch of Spanish moss that I actually just walked by, but you get the idea. Okay, now that we've been through the store, let me show you what items I decided to select and bring home with me. I always find that the Dollar Tree is really great for basic things in gardening that would otherwise cost me some pretty good money. So one of the things I got were sets of pruning shears, serrated, and needlepoint pruners. Now, these will be used for pruning, but most likely these will be used more often for floral arranging because I always like to have a pair that's inside that doesn't go outside and I get lost and all that kind of stuff. And these at $1.25 each are fabulous. I mean, there's no stress if I lose them, which, here comes the garbage man. Okay, so I don't know about you guys if you had children and when they were younger, my children love to come out and watch the garbage people. They love to come out and wave and watch, and we happen to be in a neighborhood where the people who work for the sanitation department are fabulous. They wave to the kids. We hand out sodas and water and Gatorade during the summer to them. And even during COVID, one of our favorite sanitation workers, it was his 30th birthday. And so we actually colored all over the sidewalks in our entire neighborhood for him, writing happy birthday and all this stuff, so that when he would come through that week, he would see all the happy birthday signs to him. But anyway, okay, so I ended up getting 4 sets of pruning shears. 2 of them are the needlepoint, or I got 1 needlepoint, and I got 3 serrated ones. And some of the serrated ones have more of like a tinier pair of blades than some of the bigger ones. So love those. I also got a pair of floral scissors. I go through at least one of these every year at $1.25. Works great for me. These are also really great for floral arranging. Okay, the next thing I got were the plant clips, and it comes in 2 different sizes, a large and a small in here, and you get 20 pieces for $1.25, and these plant clips are fabulous. They are great for clamping your tomato stems that are flopping over, clamping them to a trellis. These are good for staking up dahlias. These are great for vines. These are great for so many different things. And I always stock up on these, and they are fabulous. So I ended up with 60 for this year. Still have a lot left over from last year, but this will be great. And these are really just easy, simple things that I would pay $5 for somewhere else, right? And I'm getting 20 of these for $1.25. So really, really great deal. Okay, and then lastly, I got a couple of new tools. Now, guys, I know these are not forever tools. I got you. And I know that I could go invest in a beautiful $20 to $30 spade. But the reality of the situation is that I leave these everywhere. I leave these outside. I drop them in the garden and forget where they are. My dog chews on them. Like, they take a beating in my home. I did just get that fabulous new Hori knife, which I'm really excited to be utilizing this year, but that's one I want to take more care of. This is one that there's no gilt on it at all. So I got the trowel, and then I also got the cultivator just to loosen up soil. I usually use my fingers. I think this will be a little bit better, and then save my fingernails. The trash guy is coming back. Now, few people realize that you can actually go onto the Dollar Tree website and order online. And that's one of the great things, because your local Dollar Tree might not necessarily have everything that you're wanting. So make sure you take the time, go check out their website and see what the possibilities are. Now, here are a few things that I will be ordering that I could not find in the store, but I was very excited about. Okay, the first thing I was looking at was a set of fairy garden stuff, and it's the Fantastic Farm Fairy Garden Collection, and it is a little gnomes who are farmers. There's little barns, there's little silos, there's lots of little veggies, trucks, the whole shebang. Super cute. Online they all say $1 each. I'm not seeing if it's trying to make me, it looks like it's having me buy a case, so it looks like you get one of everything in the case, which is cool. So that's 21 different items, which I think is fabulous, but that includes 6 buildings, which I think is pretty cool too. So that is something that I'm looking to order. I would really like to do a farm fairy garden this year. I think that'd be really fun. The other thing that I saw that I really like was called the Garden Collection Sunflower Solar Stake Light. Now, it is out of stock online, so I'm disappointed in that, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out for it in the stores. It is a solar powered light that you can pinpoint different areas of your garden in, and it looks like a giant sunflower. They also have a jumbo garden bag, and that is a reusable bag that you can carry around your yard to put, your dead trimmings, or when you're pruning or anything along those lines. That's $1.25, and that's something I'm also keeping my eye out for as well. And I did want to show you one of the cute projects I saw online on the dollartree.com website, and they put together a garden bouquet gift, which I thought was fabulous. It's all products from the Dollar Tree. They literally used some bamboo skewers to attach the little garden pieces, and they made this beautiful little container of things that you might utilize for your garden this spring. What a great idea for Mother's Day, or for a friend who's just getting into gardening, or for a child or grandchild who loves gardening. But what a great opportunity at a small price. Obviously could go buy them all the professional tools, but you'll be spending hundreds of dollars. So this is a really great way to do something fun and quirky with some useful items at a great price. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely check out your local Dollar Tree, or there are lots of inexpensive Dollar stores around you, Family Dollar General, things along those lines. So don't count those out regarding gardening products. Yes, I love the beautiful, expensive tools that are going to last me 20 years, but the reality of this situation is that I am a work from home mom who's also trying to run a YouTube channel with 3 kids, and we have a budget. So I don't always have disposable income to go buy everything that I want. So the Dollar Tree allows me to replenish some of my tools and different items each season at a really great cost with little to no guilt involved, which I love. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up. And as always, drop me a comment. Let me know if you found anything cool at the Dollar Tree, if you had good luck with their seeds, anything along those lines. Let me know, and let me know your thoughts on that. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.